Hey gang, how you doing? Pastor Sam here with this week's update and announcements. You know, I can't thank you enough for those of you who were able to be here this past weekend. We missed so many of you who were out, either you were sick or you were out of town or had another obligation, but I gotta tell you, we really missed you, and I know the kids missed you as well. So thank you so much for when you do commit to being here. We love hanging out with you, and I know that the kids enjoy being around you because you make a difference in their lives each and every time that you're here. So thank you for being so committed to Bear Creek Kids and to the kids and families that are in your classrooms. So what are we talking about today? So this is the second week in October, and we are just barreling on through talking about integrity. And I gotta tell you, it was neat listening to the story last week and kind of thinking about opportunities where I needed to have integrity, and I shared something with the kids. And you know, one easy way that we can really work on our integrity is memorizing God's word. I had one of our fifth graders come to me, and I was kind of like, where are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be in class. Well, I'm here to say my verse. And he was very adamant about that. The cool thing was, not only did he say his verse really well, but he doesn't have a Bible for his age. And I mean, that blew our minds. So we, Miss Lynette, went to one of our rooms and got a brand new Bible for him. And he went home super happy. And we are so excited that he wasn't the only kid who asked about having a Bible this week. So God is actively working in our families and our kids' lives. And that's exciting. It should be exciting to you, certainly exciting to me. So I want to encourage you, if you are not trying to memorize God's word in some way, shape, or form, whether it's through the scriptures, whether it's through praise and worship music, or little tricks that you have learned, or you find, putting them on Post-it notes and putting them in places of frequency, I want to strongly suggest that you do that. Memorize the verses along with the kids, if that makes it easier. Make yourself a part of the challenge. And here's something to think about as well. God's word speaks about this. It says, when you hide his word in your heart, you're less likely to sin against God. You are practicing integrity. You're trying to be truthful in all that you say and do. And that is awesome. So just an encouragement this week for you to do that. Now, what are some things I'd love for you to remember this week? Hey, we are in our Class C, well-organized resource room, or as we call it here, 211. This is where we prep all the lessons. This is where our team preps the lessons and gets the things ready for you in class. Having the right tools makes life easier, right? Well, there's one tool that I'm using right now to come through to you, and that's my phone, that we try to say it's best not to use in the classroom. Now, you may use it as a prop or a lesson objective item, but if you have messages, if you're texting, if you're Googling, if you're doing all those kinds of things, we really want you to not do that while you're teaching the kids in class. If there's an emergency, you're expecting something, and just step out in the hallway and let your other teachers and assistants continue with the work. But we strongly want to set a good example for our kids. So please, if there's an emergency or something, you're expecting something, go ahead and step out in the hallway. Otherwise, let's put those cell phones right away. We try not to get them out in any way, shape, or form. Another tool that you need to know is the right outfit. Now, if you look at me, I've got a nice dress shirt and slacks on. You don't have to wear that. You could wear your Bear Creek t-shirt. That's awesome too. But wear shirts and clothing that are appropriate to be around kids and families. Nothing with rough language or scary things, images, stuff like that. If you have a question about that, seek one of our staff out and we'll be glad to help you. We want to be good examples for our kids and families that we represent. So thank you for doing that. Last but certainly not least is our care calls. Now, you should have been getting these last few weeks sheets of paper or maybe an email that had a few names each week to contact. We really need you to hang on and keep doing those each week. And if you haven't had one, please reach out to us and let us know, hey, I have not received anything. They could be in your binder. They could be laid out on the table in front when you arrive. It could be in an email. It could be physically handed to you. So we want to make sure that you are contacting folks who haven't been here in the last few weeks, okay? This is how people build a habit. It's because they know you care and they want to be here. Had a kid a couple of weeks ago that came back because he received a postcard in the mail that somebody missed me. Yes, we miss you. So it makes a difference. So please keep doing those care calls and postcards. They make a difference. We've got a lot of coming up this fall in November and December. The next event we've got is Candy Palooza game show at the end of this month. We can't wait to see you there. Be encouraging your kids to attend and their parents as well. We will see you this Sunday, guys. Have a great one.